we go. I'm at the shops of Boyette. This is a 10 charger site by Mercedes-Benz Charging Site. This is a 2022 Model Y P, and we are charging. The real reason I came here to see one of these Alpitronic 400 watt chargers is to see if this will go higher than the 225 that the supercharger network provides. There is a supercharger station. It's an 8-stall station, I'm sorry. It's roughly a mile. I guess that would be due east of here at a Wawa, which here in Tampa, there are lots and lots of Wawas with that 8-station configuration. So we're up to 134 kilowatts at 20%. If you know anything about Teslas, this will jump up to 250, 240, fairly fast, and then slowly taper down. So it'll be interesting to watch the curve. It did charge me $50 as a hold on my credit card, and I did have a little bit of difficulty. Obviously, I have a Tesla to CCS1 adapter. I had to basically plug it in 3 times, and it seemed that the way it worked was, or at least if I ever come back here again, the best way to do it is start the session at the charger. Do not plug the the Tesla adapter onto the CCS1 until it says plug in. Then plug the adapter onto the end of this, I believe this is an Amphenol connector, and then plug the whole thing firmly into the Tesla port. All right, let's go in here, see what we got. We're at 24%. 121 kilowatts. So most likely, there's only one other car here. So I'm pretty sure that this is, vehicle limiting. Because it can't go higher than 119 kilowatts at 20%. 26%, I'm sorry. But this is July 3rd, 2025, and Mercedes-Benz is offering a promo rate of 25 cents a kilowatt hour. My house, which is roughly 8 miles from here, I'm on Tico, Tampa Electric, and I pay basically about, let's say, 13 cents a kilowatt hour. I have a level 2, and I get about 8 kilowatt hours out of that setup at my house. So, this is more than twice the speed for twice the price. I'll take this. They're offering this promo from, I believe it was today, the 3rd of July, until the 7th of July. The other car that's here is an Equinox. Again, this is... there are 10 of these. It's kind of funny how all the different fast charging sites are coming on so fast. They just installed a new one at the IKEA here in Tampa. I believe that is also a CCS1 with 6 CCS1s, although I don't know who the provider is. This area used to just have a dearth. Aside from the Wawa, on this side of town, you had to go probably 20 miles south to find more Tesla superchargers, and there were no CCS1 chargers. I near I-275 and Gibsonton Road. That would be the nearest interstate, which I believe is exit 250, coming here through Central Florida. And since the last year, we've gotten a BP network. There's a Thornton's at the intersection of I-75 and Big Bend Road, which is probably a half a mile from the highway. There's 6 150 kilowatt chargers. There is a level 2 Tesla station also near there. And of course, you know, those aren't open for a third party. Whereas all the one here by the Wawa, it's not, you know, it is open to third party with an adapter. So it did offer some relief. And then the next supercharger, or I'm sorry, the next DC fast charging, there's the EV Go station up at the Brandon Mall, which is I-275 and Brandon Boulevard, and the exit number escapes me. And then past that, you have to go, well, there's another EV Go on Dale Mabry, but that's probably 22 miles from here. So the CCS1 charging in Tampa, fast charging, it was roughly, since my wife had a 2023 Mach-E, bought in March of 2023, and at the time there were maybe 5 CCS1 fast chargers within 50 miles of my house. I live in the southern suburbs of Hillsborough County. It's telling me it's 25 minutes to get to 80%. And we slowed down to 104 kilowatts per hour. I'm pretty much just going to let this go to 80%. It is currently 4:54 a.m. Again on the 3rd of July 2025. We're probably a mile and a half, well, maybe a mile and a quarter. I'm sorry, a mile and 3/4 from that intersection of I-275 and Gibsonton Road, which is a little far. You just don't want them to be, you know, you would ideally want any CCS1 fast charging location to be hard by, you know, immediately off of an exit, but some is better than none, right? All right, so we're halfway there to 80%. I just noticed a new option. This keep accessory power on, which my understanding that would be for the outlets. There's AC outlets. So let's say you had something like a refrigerator, which they, you know, there's a few companies that make, like, you know, special Tesla products. Like they have a refrigerator that will fit in the front, I'm sorry, the trunk. And they're specifically shaped to offer the maximum amount of space efficiency for the Model Y. And before, when you were charging, it would cut power. You know, the inverter would stop working, so the AC power would stop working. But now I guess that they've rectified that. It's pretty neat, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. down to 20 minutes remaining. This little shopping center has been here at least since the, 11 years that, well, I should say this parking lot, but not the whole shopping center. There's several businesses here. Before it was just a gas station on the corner and the Sonic drive-through. And then this part is probably 7 or 8 years old only, where you have all these, businesses. There's a Vietnamese restaurant. There's a doctor's office right over there. It's called Evolution Healthcare. Dr. Matthew Dowdy, highly can't recommend that guy enough. I was a patient. He was my primary care physician for several years. However, with the position I have now, I'm no longer, he's no longer in the network, and I'm almost seriously considering just paying the out-of-network fee just to go back. That's how good of a doctor he was. And frankly, one of the best things is super late appointments. I believe it's on Tuesdays or Thursdays, and he has appointments as late as 7:30 p.m., which is awesome. So, there's a nail place. You can't see it. There's a Domino's Pizza over there. Actually, there's 2 nail places here. Another, it's hard to make out, but there's a little microbrewery. So, this is considered Riverview, Florida. This part of South Tampa has been growing exponentially. Even during the pandemic, it hardly slowed down. The building, houses, high-end apartments. I guess the Tesla computer is kind of like, hey, what's this thing? It's still saying 20 minutes remaining, although we're now at 49%. And we seem to be holding steady right around this 91 kilowatts. I'll have to look at this video at the end to see what the exact amount was that it started. All right, jump down to 15 minutes remaining at 52% state of charge. We've fallen down to 88 kilowatts as a charging speed. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Charging, this is what I want to see. 135 miles. That's very annoying, Tesla. Okay. Oops. Anybody that owns a Tesla knows that Tesla keeps really amazing stats of charging when you go to a supercharger. And obviously the Max the CCS1 adapter has been available for a couple of years at least now. So it would be nice if Tesla would also add those stats as well. Although I guess you'd have to manually tell it. Or maybe I know that there's a way you can route to CCS1 stations now within your navigation. I just don't have it turned on because we just never do that. I mean, the real benefit to an electric vehicle is charging at your house. Not only is it you get the best rates typically, but it's the convenience. And then where I work, they do offer free charging. So where else are you gonna get free gas? Obviously not with a ICE vehicle. You're not gonna get that. Okay, I guess we're going to do a change of plan here because I think I'm going to run out and get something to eat before I go to work. So I'm going to stop here at 60%. And then I'll probably have some stats here. I don't have I don't feel any kind of heat whatsoever. I'm just touching it. This is my first time being in an Alpitronic charger, and although cable management is great, this is a hefty cable. There's no getting around it. All right, let's see if this stops the normal way. If I just, let's see if we get any kind of stats. Okay, probably not until I plug it back in. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, so it does not come off the charger. All right, it's gonna be kind of crazy here for a second. All right, so once you have stopped, then you can just depress this button, and that allows the lock to release. So here's something, at least on all the other, at least just about most of the other Alpitronics that I've seen, they always offer like a little report. And I don't know if I just didn't know what I was doing here to show that, but I guess not. Anyway, happy 4th of July weekend, 25 cents.